Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 foods that will sabotage weight loss. And they're going to surprise you. These are ones that you're probably doing thinking they're helping you lose weight. Okay, here are the 5. Ready? The first one that I want you to stop doing, drinking, eating, thinking that it's going to help you lose weight is diet anything. So specifically something with NutraSweet in it. And here's the challenge with NutraSweet. A, it's an obesogen. It's a little hard to wrap your head around that perhaps, but it is a chemical. An obesogen is a chemical that will block insulin receptor sites. It'll make you insulin resistant. So the first thing is that it moves you in the direction of insulin resistance, but that's not it. That's not all. The second thing that it does is it spikes hunger. So there's a ton of research showing that NutraSweet, when it goes up into the brain, will stimulate the hunger hormone called ghrelin. And when ghrelin goes up, hunger goes up. And all of that happens from a chemical that we think we're doing to reduce calories down, and that ultimately is going to help us with weight loss. And it doesn't. So stop your diet everything. Stop your chemical-laden foods that is only contributing to more weight gain. It is not helping you lose weight. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I've talked a lot about this particular ingredient here, and it's so important, and it is your bad oils. I cannot tell you enough that if I came into your house and I swapped out all of your oils, I promise you, you wouldn't even taste a difference. So we've got to get the bad oils out and get the good oils in. I have left videos on that. I have left lists in the Fast Like a Girl book. On Instagram and Facebook and the community page here. I've created squares for you of good oils, bad oils. Please, 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 if you are trying to lose weight, you got to get the bad oils out. So that's number 2. Okay, number 3 is going to surprise you, I hope, like number 1, and that's these commercial fake keto foods. So just like the gluten-free movement became so popular about 5 to 10 years ago, we started to see some of the main food companies make their version of a gluten-free product. And when you dove into those ingredients, you actually saw that they were chemical laden. They were not healthy. So just because something was gluten-free didn't equate to a healthy food. Well, the same thing is now happening with our keto products. More of the mainstream food companies are starting to bring in these keto products. So please do not fall prey that just because it says keto on it, that it's going to help you lose weight. A perfect example of this, I saw this like a summer ago when I was on vacation, was a commercial bread company had a keto bread. And I was like, wow, my God, it's really gone mainstream. And I picked it up and I looked at the ingredients and they were just chemical after chemical after chemical. So you have to remember, when you take fat out of something like our low fat, they put chemicals in. When you take sugar out, they put NutraSweet and chemicals in. When you take carbs out of a food product, they're going to put a chemical in. So you're better off using nature's food, using like things like protein and vegetables and your low glycemic fruits. Everything that I taught you in the Fast Like a Girl, the ketobiotic style way of eating, you don't need a fancy keto food to be able to eat successfully the ketogenic diet. And for some of you, I mean, think about this for a moment. You might be drinking your Diet Coke, eating your keto pre-commercialized keto foods, thinking you're doing all the right stuff, not really loving the taste of it, and then discovering that you're not losing weight. So I'm trying to prevent you from that. Please don't fall prey to those commercial keto foods. Okay. Number 4, there's another one that shows up all the time, which is juice cleanses. So I can't tell you how many times in my clinic I would see people come in and they'd be like, you're going to be so happy for me, I'm on a juice cleanse. And my brain would go, oh no, God, what kind of juice cleanse are you going on? The only juice cleanse that I could see that is metabolically okay would be like a green juice cleanse. But the minute you add in fruit, you're now tipping the scale away from this fat burner into a sugar burner. So when we add the pineapples, when we add apples, when we add oranges, and we juice those, you're getting more than the actual fruit itself. So if you're going to do a juice cleanse, it's got to be green juices. That's it. Even beets and carrots are going to be high in sugar, and keep you over here in the sugar burning energy system. So juice cleanses, although your stomach may flatten because you're not eating, they're not a long-term benefit to weight loss. Okay, and the last one, the fifth one, and I hope you guys know this, but I gotta point it out, and it is the refined flours and sugars. If you and I were standing in the grocery store and you were like, hey, just give me the basics on how I lose weight, I would basically tell you, eat nature's foods. Things that come from the ground are going to be way better than things that came from commercial warehouse, from man. Man-made carbs are going to put on weight. Nature's carbs are going to help you lose weight. Just because we call them a carb doesn't mean that they're the same thing. So really look at the refined flours and sugars. It doesn't matter if it's gluten-free or not. It's going to have, the more we process a flour, the more we process a sugar, what we're doing is we're bringing up that glycemic index and we're keeping you over here in sugar burner a little longer. Remember, I wrote about this in Fast Like a Girl, where I want you to learn how to metabolically switch, going back and forth between sugar burner and fat burner. So if we're eating refined flours and sugars, you're really spiking your sugar burner system, taking it much longer. You have to fast a whole lot more to be able to move you over into this fat burning system. What I know from all the hours of research I've done on fasting is that I can tell you that it takes about 16 hours for somebody to overturn this Western diet of eating the wrong oils, eating high refined flours and sugars. It's going to take a consistent dipping into 16 hours of fasting to be able to undo the metabolic damage that type of diet provides you. And some of you who have been doing the Western diet, the bad oils, the refined flours, the toxic ingredients, you're going to need to start to learn how to do some 36-hour fasts to start to undo that whole metabolic system. Because the more bad oils, the more refined product, the flours and sugars, the more toxins, the more you are ingraining yourself in a sugar burner system and leaving out the fat burner system. So this is, again, what Fast Like a Girl is about. I've given you a lot of videos here on that. But there are your 5 things, okay? So no diet drinks, deal? No NutraSweet. Let's get off our keto food. Let's get away from our bad oils. Let's start to look at juice cleanses as maybe something we do for very temporarily with the green juices only. And then let's make sure we get rid of refined flours and sugars. If you do that and you start to pair that to a fasting lifestyle, you will lose weight. I promise you. Put in the notes on this video what I want to see from you all. How much weight have you lost building a fasting lifestyle? Let's blow up the comments. I want to see it because it just blows my mind every time I look at your comments. I am just so in awe of how much weight you can lose when you take a sensible diet and you map it to the different fasting lanes and you learn how to switch in and out of those two. It's like magic. It's not complicated. You just need to know how to proceed into this metabolic switching so that you are really successful at it. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video, it's a sign. You definitely need to subscribe. If you love that video and you want to dive into more of the information I have on this channel, go to this video. So if we're eating the same way all the time, then we're going to get stuck and we might actually gain weight.